I look at how other creative artists in other times have dealt with this. You look at how Grass in Germany, how Garcia Marquez in Latin America, how great writers around the world facing political distortions of lesser or greater magnitude, have dealt with it. And I think it's too simple, but let me say that you make a distinction between your activity as a creative writer and your activity as a citizen. That there are things you do with your imagination, which you do, but there are also responsibilities as a thinking individual in society. And it may be that those responsibilities are greater now. It may be that this, this kind of thing is more important than before. And that we have to have those two tracks. The first great writer I ever knew was the Urdu poet Faiz Ahmad Faiz, who was his song, his poetry was set to music. It was beloved. It was loved poetry. It was very high order. But he also thought of himself as somebody who had to intervene in the public affairs of his time, so that he would write about the partition of India and Pakistan and the slaughters that followed it, and so on, sometimes endangering himself by doing so. And I was a kid. He was like an extra uncle to me, and I thought, oh, that's what it is to be a writer. You do both those things, You write the love poems and you get into arguments. And this is what I've tried to do. And I think maybe now we have to try to do this. We have to do this.
Is that fair to ask? How will it affect your work if you're deciding I'm going to write about X or I'm going to write about a more political subject? Does it push you toward the more political?
Politics. I mean, we've been saying how fast everything is going. How things are changing 5 times a day. You can't write a novel about that because the novel is outdated on day 1 5 times. So you have to find faster forms of response. You have to find a way of standing up and saying what you think, or writing for the enemy of the people.
Pleased to have you all.